Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. I, teacher of science, welcoming you all to the EPSIX online support program, week 17. Today, we are going to discuss the textbook Oxford New Secondary Science by David Copper, page number 14 to 20, chapter Plants and Their System. The topic that we are going to discuss is parts of plants, transport in plants, and transporting food in plants. Resources required are your textbook, laptop, PC, mobile, or notebook. Summary of the lesson. To explain the structure and functions of a plant, including its constituent organ, describe the structure and functions of roots, stems, leaves, and flowers. Describe the transport system in plants. Start the lecture with the quote of the day. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. Always think positive, do positive. Your life will get more productive and useful for you and for others as well. Objective of the lesson: to explain the structure and functions of a plant, including its constituent organs. Describe the structure and functions of roots, stems, leaves, and flowers. Describe the transportation of food in plants. Here are some pictures of the organ of plants. These are some different organs of plants, and it is also labeled in the diagram: roots, stems, leaves, flowers, buds. Roots, the first part that we are going to discuss. Roots hold the plant in place in the ground. Also takes water needed by the plants. Roots, it's the part of plant that gives support to the plant, and it is under the soil and takes up water from the soil for the nourishment of plants. Root system. Root system can be divided into two parts: taproot system, fibrous root system. You can easily see in the picture. The first is taproot and other is fibrous root system. Moving forward with the taproot system. Taproot system is long, thick root that can grow straight downwards. Carrot is a good example of taproot system. Below is a diagram present of the taproot system. This helps you out in understanding the taproot system. Second is fibrous root system. A fibrous root system consists of many roots growing in all the directions. You can see in the picture the roots are scattered all over in the ground in every direction. There is no particular directions. Moving forward, next organ is stems. Stems give support to the plants above the ground. They hold the leaves so they can get light for photosynthesis. This is the picture of this stem. A stem is above the ground, and of course it helps the plant leaves to bind with the plant. Leaves, another part. Leaves help the plant to make food of their own by the process called photosynthesis. As we all know, plant is having a pigment that is called chlorophyll, and chlorophyll help in photosynthesis. Flowers. Flowers are the most attractive part of any of the plant. Flowers are reproductive organ of a plant. Mostly flowers are brightly colored petals with sweet smell. They attract the insects as well. The last part, buds. Buds are the part of plant from where the growth starts. Growth takes place at the tips of roots and shoots. This is the growing part of the plant. Next is transport in plants. Transport system of plant consists of two parts, that is roots and stems. Roots and stems are plant organ which contain the transport system of our plants. Now, the question arises, how and what is vascular tissues? The thin tubes inside the plants which carry liquids up and down the plants. There are two kinds of tubes present, that is xylem and phloem. Collectively, they are called vascular tissues. The vascular tissues are the basic organ that help in transportation of organ from one part to the another part, and these are the tubes that carry materials down to up or up to down through xylem and phloem, and when they combine together they collectively called vascular tissues. Now, what are vascular bundles? Xylem tubes carry water and minerals in solution from soil up to the part of the plant above the ground. Xylem cells are dead cells. Trees have lot of xylem. Xylem is the part of the plant tissues and it helps in transportation. But it transport only water and mineral and only in one direction, mean from downward to upward. It is not multi-directional, it is only unidirectional. It transport the things from downward towards upward, means from root towards leaf. And xylem is the dead cell. Phloem tube carry sugar solution from the leaves where it is made during photosynthesis to every other part of the plant. Phloem cells are alive. Phloem cells carry only sugar in multi-directional. It can go from downward to upward or upward to downward in both the direction. They are alive cells. Xylem and phloem tubes are bundled together and they called as vascular bundles. Moving forward, the last part, transporting food. Sugar is made in the leaves by photosynthesis. Plant can prepare their own food by the process called photosynthesis, and the product that the plant made is glucose or sugar. It mixes with water to make strong sugar solution which is transported in the phloem tubes out of the leaves and into the stems. Direction and speed of movement of sugar solution depends on the requirement of plant's part. How much the sugar is required by any part of the plant, that much sugar is transported by the xylem and phloem and fulfill their requirement. You can see in the picture easily, and this picture is also present in your book. You can take help from there as well. Now the task that you have to do is do question answer 1 to 5 of page number 15 of your textbook. Next, do question answer 1 till 6 of page number 17 of your textbook. Divide the task in 2 days. Do it on Tuesday and Wednesday. At last, the thought of the day. Practice kindness all day to everybody and you will realize you are already in heaven now. Be kind to everyone, be kind and nice and help others. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.